At exactly 3:17 p.m., my phone buzzed one text. For words. What did you do? It was from my sister. Her messages had always carried that air of quiet superiority, that belief that she was the star of our family drama. But this time the tone had shifted. This time I could sense the panic creeping through the screen. I stared at the message for a moment, my thumb hovering over the keyboard, pulse steady, as if time had slowed. Then I typed back, corrected a billing error. And with that, the yacht they'd chartered, the private chef, the sunset cruise, the champagne-drenched spa day, all of it slipped right through their fingers. They never saw it coming. 2 months earlier, I had watched my family with a quiet, steady gaze. I wasn't the golden child, not the loud achiever, nor the reckless spender. I was the quiet one, the observer. People underestimated me, mistaking my silence for weakness, and that was always their mistake. My sister, Claire, on the other hand, was a different breed. Loud, charismatic, arrogant enough to believe the world existed to orbit her spotlight. And my parents? They fueled her fire, showering her with praise, money, and all the attention she could handle, while I was left in the shadows. They had always played favorites, but I never forgot. Growing up, I was left on the sidelines, missing birthday gifts, excluded from family dinners, and my name conveniently left off the guest list for vacations. Love in our house had always come with conditions, but last year had felt different. Closer, warmer. At least, that's what I thought. We talked about finally going on a family vacation together. A Mediterranean cruise. No exclusions, no games. Just us. They promised. But a few weeks before, Dad sat me down. He claimed money was tight, that the economy was in a downturn and we couldn't afford it. Claire pouted. Mom sighed dramatically. They all agreed to skip it. And, naive as I was, I believed them. That is, until the credit card bill arrived. It was a quiet Tuesday night. Laptop open, spreadsheet on one side, bank statements on the other. I always kept my budgeting tight, kept my accounts in check, but this time, numbers didn't lie. A 12-person yacht rental, 5-star dinners, spa add-ons, my card drained for their luxury vacation, a family trip funded by me, but not for me. They hadn't skipped it. They just skipped me. I didn't scream. I didn't call them. I simply watched, and then I started planning. First, I froze the shared travel wallet. Claire had never noticed that I was a secondary admin. I canceled the link payment method. I disputed every unauthorized charge, calling it fraudulent activity. The bank flagged the entire trip within 24 hours. I waited, patient, silent. I tracked their itinerary. I knew the exact dock, the boarding time, even the brand of overpriced champagne they pre-ordered. They were so smug, posting their vacation hints online, blurred selfies with port signs in the background, hashtags dripping with self-satisfaction. Amateurs. The day arrived. Mediterranean breeze, sun slicing through the clouds like razors. I wasn't there physically, but my signature was on their day. Frozen payments, canceled reservations, and legal holds. They arrived, smiling, laughing, designer luggage in tow, only to be met with charter rep who checked the booking system, his polite smile tightening as he explained. No funds, no clearance, no boarding. Panic bloomed in their eyes. My mother clutched her pearls. Claire's voice went sharp, and Dad's face darkened. The same face that once told me I wasn't a team player when I questioned the family finances. And then the text. The fury in all caps. What did you do? I kept it simple, clinical, precise. Corrected a billing error. I could almost hear her shriek across the continent. Dad lost it. Threats, calls, voicemails. I didn't open a single one. They scrambled, trying to find last-minute bookings, different cards to use. But luxury doesn't bend on short notice. They'd spent months planning that trip. I dismantled it in 48 hours. The next day, I made my move. A family meeting. Neutral ground. Dad's office. The same room where they'd once discussed my exclusion, where every family decision had been made behind closed doors. I walked in, calm, a folder in hand. Bank statements, screenshots, email trails, evidence. Dad's jaw clenched. Claire scowled, arms crossed. Mom avoided eye contact. I know everything, I said, my voice even. The lies, the charges, the vacation you said didn't happen. Dad tried to bluff. Claire scoffed, deflecting with her usual arrogance. But numbers don't lie. Bank records, authorization logs, timestamps, irrefutable. You stole from me, I said simply. Disguised it as family expenses. Excluded me again. Claire snapped. It wasn't like that. It was exactly like that. I cut in, sliding the papers across the table. You weaponized trust. I weaponized documentation. Dad's face flushed, his empire built on manipulation unraveling under the cold, hard facts. I stood composed, unwavering. This isn't revenge. I added, voice calm but firm. It's accountability. Before I left, I froze the joint accounts, redirected my assets. Legal, efficient, ruthless. The foundation they leaned on was gone. They had taught me exclusion. I had mastered execution. As I walked out, I heard Dad's voice crack behind me. Orders, threats, desperation masked as authority. Claire's frantic whispers. Mom's silence. But I didn't look back. Betrayal is an art form. It's in the way you twist a knife just so, subtle enough that they don't feel the cut until they bleed. But revenge is precision. And I never miss.